You're watching this video because you want to know more about Lightworkers, what their traits are, and most importantly, are you one? Hi there, I'm Jody. I'm a certified numerologist and energy designer, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a numerological approach to Lightworkers and sharing the 9 types of Lightworkers according to numerology, breaking down what their traits are, what their Lightworker gifts are, giving you some practical tips and qualities to help you share your own Lightworker gifts with the world. First things first, you need to calculate your ruling number. Also, sometimes called your life path number, if you're familiar with numerology. This number is very easy to calculate. It's simply the day you were born, the month you were born, and the year that you were born added together and reduced down to a single digit. So you just add all the digits of your birthday together and keep adding them together until you get a single digit. Additionally, I am going to be providing a tarot archetype for each one of the ruling numbers. Archetypes are wonderful for helping us envision how we can embody a certain energy. All right, so let's begin with ruling number 1. Your tarot archetype is the Magician. You are an originator, a leader, and a revolutionary. The Magician is someone who is able to create magic. And they create magic in the tarot, the Magician does, by being able to see the potential, see how things can fit together to form something new. And that's what one energy is all about. It's about ideas. So your Lightworker gifts as a ruling number 1 is the energy of ideas and innovation and beginnings. You are independent. You march to your own drummer and you prefer it that way. You are filled with ideas. You never run out of them, and you can see the potential in pretty much anything. You're curious and you love asking questions and wondering, what if I did this, and then acting on it. You are driven and independent. And once you set your mind to something, there is no stopping you. You are happiest when you allow your creativity to take over and just flow. You best serve humanity by allowing your ideas to flow and by sharing them with the rest of the world. Even the weird and the quirky ones. You are meant to think out of the box and innovate. Sometimes you might feel like your ideas are a little bit weird, and you may even get feedback sometimes of, I've never thought about that, or I would have never thought of doing it that way. And I am encouraging you to not let that discourage you. You are meant to step outside the box, bring new ways of doing and being and seeing things into the world that we've never even thought of. So do not worry about people thinking your ideas are crazy or weird or quirky. They might, and that's okay, but that is your Lightworker gift, and that is what you are meant to share with the world. And in fact, when you do openly share your gifts with the world, you naturally manifest and co-create the following qualities: innovation, new beginnings, leadership, independence, curiosity, growth and expansion, confidence and inspiration and action. You are meant to go first, and I don't want you to forget it. We need your ideas, even the bad ones. Don't be afraid to share them. We need your creativity and your independence. We need your questions. You're full of them. Don't stop asking them. It is your gift, and we need your gift. The collective needs your gifts. If you are a ruling number 2, your tarot archetype is the High Priestess. You are a connector, a spiritual teacher, and a harmonizer. You are meant to bring people, ideas, opposing forces together. You see the inner and outer, and you understand intuitively how they work together and the best way that they can form a union. You make a wonderful mediator because you are able to see both sides of any situation. Most likely you're also very empathetic, and you are able to sense and feel the feelings of others, what they are thinking, and you know just what to say to connect with them. People feel like they are able to connect with you. And it also has to do with your demeanor, because you do crave peace and harmony, and you come across that way to others. You're patient with others, and you're genuinely willing to give them time to express how they are feeling. People feel comfortable opening up to you. You can instinctively feel when something is off. When you walk into a room, or if you're in a group of people, you can pick up on the vibe. You're really good at walking into a situation and immediately picking up on what the vibe of that situation is, and being able to shift it to a more harmonizing state, either by changing up the conversation or seeking out that one person that you need to go talk to in order to shift the energy. You are an excellent energy shifter. You also value equality. You don't want anyone to be left out or overlooked, and people recognize that about you, and they value that quality in you. You serve humanity by being able to see both sides of a situation and act as that mediator, act as that bridge for bridging thoughts, for bridging ideas and ways of doing things, bringing opposing sides together. That is a beautiful, wonderful, much needed gift. And when you openly share your Lightworker gifts with the world, you naturally manifest and co-create the following qualities: connection, patience, sensitivity, cooperation and community, attention to details, justice, and more balance and harmony in the world. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing. So if you are a ruling number 2, we need your energy. We need your Lightworker gifts. We need you to share your ability to see both sides, to mediate, and to bring opposing forces together. When you are able to verbally share that, like I said, people appreciate it. And not only do they appreciate it, there's something about your energy and the way that you're able to present it that shifts the energy. You're able to shift the energy. So don't be afraid, speak up. In fact, it's only when you don't speak up that ruling number 2s are susceptible to being taken advantage of or being seen as doormats or too sensitive. So don't ever be afraid of sharing your insights, speaking up. You're not going to be seen as someone who is causing conflict. Quite the opposite. Your energy is going to be a catalyst for shifting and bringing the conflicting, opposing energies together. Next, we have our cheerful, optimistic ruling number 3s. That's my personal ruling number. And your tarot archetype, ruling number 3, is the Empress. You carry Empress energy. You're the optimist, the light keeper, and the creator. You carry the Lightworker gifts of expression and expansion of joy. You have the ability to see the positive in pretty much everyone and every situation. You're witty and you're smart and you're really, really great at coming up with creative ideas, and you love communicating your excitement about those ideas. 3 is an energy of communication. 3 loves to verbally share ideas and pretty much be a cheerleader. Ruling number 3s are cheerleaders. We love cheering people on and helping ideas that we're passionate about gain traction and spread out into the world. There's nothing that we enjoy more than seeing an idea take shape and take flight, especially when it's helping someone else who has a great idea or potential. We just love being their we love being their cheerleader and cheering them on. Ruling number 3s are also really good at group situations and being able to know what everyone in that group brings to the table in order to get something done or to complete something. Ruling number 3s also naturally resonate with the energy of creation and abundance, sometimes also compared to the Earth Mother for your ability to birth ideas. You're really excellent at taking an idea and expanding on it. You serve humanity by helping others collapse their fear of lack, helping them see the potential and possibility, and helping to birth and give life to those possibilities. You are meant to help possibilities and ideas grow. So don't be afraid to communicate, Share your excitement, share your optimism, share your joy. Don't be afraid to be that cheerleader, even when you feel like maybe your excitement is a little bit too much and uncalled for. Go for it anyway. Be excited about it anyway. Share your passion for it anyway, because it is contagious. And those who are meant to gravitate to that optimistic, joyful energy are going to get swept up in it and flow right along with you. So when you openly share your Lightworker gifts with the world, you manifest and co-create the following qualities: social connection, creativity and abundance, optimism, joy and expression, communication, growth and expansion, confidence and inspiration and purpose. People are meant to get swept up in your excitement, so don't dim it. Do not dim it. Ruling number 3s. And with our ruling number 3s and that high creative free energy, we have ruling number 4s who are meant to bring us back down to earth. Ruling number 4s, your tarot archetype is the Emperor. The Emperor. You are our pragmatists, you are our organizers and master builders. If you're a ruling number 4, your Lightworker gifts are you carry the energy of the visionary and leader. You have a clear and a sharp mind. You value structure and organization. You also have the ability to see and hold the big picture, but you also understand how to break it down into actionable chunks, because you can see how all the pieces fit together. You are very logical, and you have the potential to be a great leader and mentor and guide to others. You enjoy work. You enjoy using your hands, and you enjoy creating things that are tangible. And people rely on you for your ability to create things that are tangible, because you understand how things should be structured. You are a master at coming up with a plan and a system for getting things done. And you enjoy it. You love it. You love digging into the details and creating systems and organization for getting things done. You're also very goal-oriented and determined, and once you set your mind to something, there's no stopping you until you get it done. So you're very loyal and dependable, and people turn to you as a source of guidance and as someone that they can trust as being loyal and dependable, which is why your tarot card archetype is the Emperor, because you have the ability to carry the vision for a group of people and not lose sight of what it is that you are all working to create and to lay the foundation for. You're an excellent visionary for laying the foundation for ideas and structures and systems that are solid, secure, and stable. So when you openly share your Lightworker gifts with the world, you naturally co-create and manifest the following qualities: stability and structure, groundedness and security, organization, collaboration, loyalty, visionary ideas, and leadership. These are beautiful, much needed qualities in our world. We as a collective, we crave stability and security and structure. So we need our ruling number 4s to not be afraid to step up, take the lead, and be that guiding light for holding the vision, holding a vision of light, holding a vision that is stable, holding a vision that serves everyone in a community. Not everyone has your strength and your stamina and your centeredness to be able to hold it. So we need that energy. We need your practicality, ruling number 4s. And one thing I want to mention to our ruling number 4s, you don't have to do it all on your own. Sometimes ruling number 4s can feel like the weight of the world is pressing down on their shoulders, and you can feel like you have to, that the only way that you can get things done is to take control and do it yourself. And that's not true, ruling number 4s. It is okay to ask for help. In fact, people want to help you. People want to help you share and create that vision. People will step up and help you create that stable, secure vision. So do not be afraid to reach out, ask for help. You're not expected to do it all your own. Next, we have our ruling number 5s, our fun-loving ruling number 5s. And if you carry the energy of ruling number 5, your tarot archetype is the Hierophant. You are an adventurer, an advocate, and a transformer. You are meant to transform energy. You are meant to disrupt the status quo and be a guiding light for how we can tear down old systems that are no longer aligned, no longer serving the highest good for yourself and for others. So you are meant to shake things up, ruling number 5. And your Lightworker gifts are: you carry the energy of the counselor, the wise teacher, and you are naturally drawn to share your wisdom. You have an inner knowing, an inner wisdom about you. You are meant to share it. You enjoy having freedom, and you love expressing yourself, and you don't like feeling like you're held down and that you can't express yourself, because you love that freedom and the ability to express yourself as you choose. And you want that freedom for yourself, but you also want that freedom for others, which is one of the things that drives you to be that catalyst for shaking things up and disrupting the status quo, especially when you see the status quo holding people down or oppressing people in some way. You will not stand for that. You have a very active, outgoing energy, and you love adventure. You love being on the go. You love trying new things, going new places. You're kind of like a hummingbird because you like to kind of flit around and dart from thing to thing, from experience to experience. But is that experimentation and the willingness to be that hummingbird and to dart to different things that allows you to pick up and understand so many different things from different perspectives. And that is what makes you the Hierophant and the trusted advisor and guide. People rely on you as an advisor or guide because they know that you've had it. You've had the experience. You've done the thing, which is why they trust you to share your experience of that thing. You're also very intuitive and tuned into the world around you, which is one of the things that allows you to take more risks than other people because you have kind of like this internal radar that helps you navigate places and areas where you can experiment and be a little bit more risky. So don't question. Maybe I'm not saying that you're not going to have accidents and you're not going to get a little bit roughed up because you are really adventurous, but don't be afraid to follow your whims because, like I said, you do have that internal radar that most of us don't have. So you can take more risk than the average person, be a little bit more experimental, if you will. You handle change very well, which is another thing that makes you a trusted advisor because you have gone through so many things. Maybe you've had multiple careers because you enjoy that frequent change. So you are excellent at helping other people navigate change. When you naturally share your Lightworker gifts with the world, you co-create and manifest the following qualities: transformation and change for the better, advancement of ideas, counselor and teacher energy, justice, more balance and fairness because you are willing to disrupt the status quo when it's not working for everyone, spiritual understanding and wisdom, evolution, and more people following their dreams. More people following their dreams. I just love that one. So when you allow yourself to naturally follow your whims and your adventures and where your sense of freedom wants to take you next, you naturally co-create and manifest more people getting out there and following their dreams because you become a role model for it. You become a role model for it. I hope everyone thus far who is watching this is seeing how this works, that when you express and share your Lightworker gifts, how you are actually contributing to creating more of that energy in the world. That's how manifestation and co-creation works. So we as Lightworkers it's so important for us to not be afraid to shine, share our light with the world. In fact, we must do it. We must do it. If you are enjoying this video thus far, please hit that like button and subscribe button. And if you're interested in learning more about your gifts based on your numerology, I'm going to post another video right up here. that is about discovering your spiritual gifts. I go deeper into numerology and show you how to calculate and fill out your energy grid. So if you're interested in learning more about your gifts and also how to interpret the gifts of others, check out that video. All right, let's continue on with ruling number 6. Ruling number 6, your tarot archetype is the Lovers. You are our nurturer in the bunch. You're a mentor and you're also a healer. And the Lightworker gifts that you carry is you are a natural caretaker and you love taking care of others and making sure that others' needs are met. You crave peace and harmony, and you seek to create a cozy, peaceful, harmonious space for you and your loved ones. In fact, your energy, your energetic body naturally vibrates to a very calming, peaceful energy. A lot of times people will be calmed and healed and feel more at peace just by being in your presence. And if you are ruling number 6, you've probably, I wouldn't be surprised if you've been told that before, that people tell you they just enjoy hanging out with you because it calms, it's just very peaceful and harmonizing just being in your presence. You're very committed and deeply loyal to those that you love. You also have high expectations of yourself and high expectations of others. Like you just kind of naturally jive with the golden rule of doing unto others as you would have do unto you. That is your jam. Like I said, you naturally resonate with that energy. Living with beauty and comfort is also very important to you. You're very creative yourself, and typically the way that you're going to choose to be creative is going to have something to do with aesthetics. So you might enjoy creating art or music, or you might enjoy writing. You might love creating stories. And you serve humanity by showing others and modeling what it looks like to not only love yourself, but also love and care for others. Now, I do want to send out a message to our ruling number 6s, and that message is make sure you are taking time to take care of yourself first. Take care of yourself first, and don't give everything that you have to others. So that's my biggest advice to you guys. 6s can have a tendency to give, and not allow themselves to receive in return. So for a lot of the other ruling numbers and the Lightworker gifts, I've been encouraging them to put it out there, to give more of it. And for you in particular, my ruling number 6s, I'm asking you to rein it back in just a little bit. Rein it back in. Make sure that you are first and foremost taking care of yourself and allowing yourself to receive. And then in turn, you can give. 6 energy is all about balance. It's all about balance. So just making sure that you are allowing yourself to receive as much as you are allowing yourself to give. And when you naturally share your Lightworker gifts with the world and make sure you're doing it in a balanced way, you naturally co-create and manifest the following qualities: more harmony and balance, cooperation and community, beauty and creativity, humanitarianism, acts of kindness, unconditional love, and mentor and healer energy. So by you just modeling that self-care and care of others, more of that caring healer energy is co-created in the world. I just love I get giddy with excitement because I love how these Lightworker gifts work, which is why I'm so passionate about sharing this information with you guys. Moving on next to our ruling number 7s. Ruling number 7s, your tarot archetype is the Chariot. The Chariot. You are our researchers, our intuitives, and our sages. And the Lightworker gifts that you bring into the world are: you are a quick learner and you love knowledge. You love digging into information and learning all that you can, gathering all the data on that thing. And what drives you to dig into it is you're a skeptic. You're really skeptical by nature, so you don't take things at face value. And that is what drives you to get in there, do the research, and learn for yourself, because it is your inner wisdom and your inner knowing that you trust the most. You also have a thing for exploring the unknown. You like to ask those what if questions and why not? Why not questions? Why can't we do something that way? Well, you're saying we can't do something that way. I'm going to show you. I'm going to try it that way because I want to know. I want to know what happens when I do. So that's all very much 7 energy, because you crave that deeper connection and that deeper understanding of the unknown. Like I said, you want to experience things firsthand and know things for yourself. And it's because you have a deep desire to live in alignment with your soul purpose. To live in alignment with your soul purpose. So you're very spiritually driven. You're spiritually driven to move in alignment with your inner voice, your inner knowing. And you're not afraid to completely pivot and change course when you feel like whatever path you're on is no longer in alignment. You're like, see ya. And you pivot onto something else. So like 5, carrying that change energy, 7 also carries that transformational energy that is not afraid to completely disrupt or tear down a way of doing something in order to pivot in a direction that is more aligned. It's also that energy of taking a leap of faith and saying, I don't know what the next step is. I don't know where this path leads, but I know it's the right path. So you serve humanity by not being afraid to chart that course, even when you don't know, even if you don't know where it's going or what the end of that path or that course looks like. You trust yourself and you have faith in your inner knowing that it's the right path. And when you openly share your Lightworker gifts of being able to take that leap of faith and chart new paths, even when you can't see the outcome, you naturally co-create and manifest the following qualities: desire, personal drive and passion, truth-seeking, and channeled energy from source. transformation and change, and inner knowing and faith and knowledge and wisdom. So ruling number 7s, we need you to be that guiding light through the fog, through the darkness. People want to follow you. As a collective, we need those people who have that inner faith and that inner trust to lead us and take us on a new path. And in turn, when you trust yourself to take that leap of faith, you're teaching others how to trust their own inner compass and build trust in their selves as well, to be willing to disrupt the status quo, what's no longer working, and chart a new course. It is that knowing that it is the right path, and it's because of that inner trust, inner knowing, and connection to Source. So don't be afraid to chart those new courses. Take that leap of faith and trust your inner knowing, trust your inner compass and your inner guidance. And we'll follow you. We'll follow you. Moving on to our ruling number 8s. Our ruling number 8s, your tarot archetype is strength. Strength. You are our leaders, our influences, and the star, a guiding star. And you carry the Lightworker gifts of dedication and commitment. When you set your mind to something and devote yourself to it, you go deep with it. You master and learn all there is to know about it. You are intrinsically motivated and you prefer to carve your own path. That is that leader energy coming through. You also carry the Lightworker gift of abundance and momentum energy. 8 vibrates to the energy of infinity and abundance. So if you're ruling number 8 and you're really into whatever you're working on or creating, it's not uncommon for you to completely get lost in the flow of what you're doing and forget to eat, forget what time it is. And if you are a ruling number 8 or you have an 8 in your chart, you're probably nodding your head saying, yes, that's me. I can get lost for hours and just completely forget to forget to eat, forget what time it is, just because you're lost in the flow of what you are working on. You're loving it so much. You are also very confident and you can carry a lot on your shoulders and still remain calm and steadfast and true. So of all the ruling numbers, you are the most likely to be able to successfully multitask and have multiple things going at one time, because you are able to engage with a lot of different things at one time and still kind of keep your head on straight and stay focused, which is why ruling number 8s do often make really great leaders and great managers and great mentors, because they're that energy who is, like I said, able to keep many balls in the air at one time and still remain calm and cool. You also carry the Lightworker gift of being able to remain calm and patient with others. 8 is the energy of the craftsman and the mentor. So you are great at providing guidance, kind of like that apprenticeship type situation where you are being a mentor or a guide to an apprentice, someone who is learning from you, learning your craft or skill, and it is your ability to fully devote yourself to that craft or that skill or that topic that you just completely love. It's a loving devotion to it. So sharing and guiding and mentoring others is basically, it's come so easy to you. It's not like work. You just love sharing your knowledge. When you openly share your Lightworker gifts with the world, you naturally co-create and manifest these following qualities: inner and outer strength, dependability, abundance, craftsmanship and quality, engagement and support, confidence, and independence. So if you are a ruling number 8, my biggest advice to you is to listen to your gut and follow your passions and allow yourself to immerse yourself in topics and work that you love. And when you do that, you're not going to feel, it's not even going to feel like work. So if you are experiencing a job or a situation right now that is weighing you down because it does feel like work, then I invite you to take a step back and just do some reevaluating and see where you might need to make some adjustments to align with what you're truly passionate about. And when you are aligned and when you're passionate about it, then share it, share it, share it. Ruling number 8, your devotion and love for whatever it is that you're sharing is it's just going to light others up, and they're going to want to work with you. They're going to want to learn from you when you share your passion and your devotion. Okay, thank you for sticking with me to the end. Lastly, we have the ruling number 9 Lightworkers, and your tarot archetype is the Hermit. It is the Hermit, and you are our visionaries, our humanitarians, and our awakeners. You are our awakeners. And you carry the Lightworker gifts of being able to see things from a higher perspective. You are very idealistic. You also have a lot of ideas, but most likely the majority of your ideas are visionary ideas for changes that need to be made on a global or humanitarian level to better the lives or better the situation for everyone. Of all of our ruling numbers, you hate to see injustice and you want justice for everyone. You want that balance, and it's because you are able to see things from a higher perspective and really understand from a high level what's not working and what the issues are and what needs to be brought into balance for the betterment of everyone. for the community, for the collective as a whole. You're also very protective of your energy, which has to do with your tarot archetype, the Hermit. 9 being the last number in the numerical cycle in numerology of 1 to 9. So 9 is that final number, that reflective final number that is taking the time to really observe the full cycle, what's worked, what hasn't worked, what is really awesome and can be carried into the next cycle, and what needs to be released and let go and cleansed in order to make space for something completely new. So you do need to, as a ruling number 9, put up some boundaries, or at the very least give yourself plenty of time to be that hermit, to reflect, to go inward and connect with source. Go inward and connect with source. That's another one of your Lightworker gifts, is that connection to source. You're also very driven to help others. You want to see them succeed, and it's because you can see the potential. You see the potential in everyone. You see the potential in every situation. So you're oftentimes considered a wise advisor. People will come to you for advice on what they should do next, or what their next best step is, because you do have that higher perspective, and you're able to see from a higher level the best course. So your Lightworker gift and the way that you serve humanity is by being that guide, sharing your higher perspective, sharing your ideals and the visions that you have for making the world a better place, helping others fulfill their potential by pointing their potential out to them. Pointing their potential out to them, because you are able to see it. They may not see it in themselves, but you're able to see it in them. So don't be afraid to share it, and give yourself ample time, like I said, to be that hermit, to go inward and reflect. But most importantly, share your ideals, share your vision. And when you do openly share your ideals and your visions, you will naturally co-create and manifest more of the following qualities: waves of collective spiritual growth and expansion. And I just love saying that. I'm going to say it one more time. Waves of spiritual growth and expansion. I just think that is such a beautiful thing. Also, community service and acts of kindness, humanitarianism, deeper meaning and purpose, idealism, responsibility, and pay it forward energy. That pay it forward energy. So like I said, I just love sharing these Lightworker gifts with you guys, because that's, and the main point I do really want to get across, that it's just by the act of us sharing those innate gifts that we have within us that do naturally create more of these qualities in the world. So it really is that idea of being the change you want to see in the world. Be the change, be the light you want to see in the world. All right, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this journey through these 9 Lightworker types. I would love for you to comment down below. Let me know what resonated the most for you. Let me know which Lightworker type you are. And I would just love to hear how you are planning to share your Lightworker gifts with the world. Thank you so much for joining me.